Today, I'm making a video from the Tesla. It's in self-driving mode. That's why I don't need to have my hands on the steering wheel. It drives itself, all that. But I do have to stay kind of attentive to the road to make sure that everything is safe. That said, what I want to talk about is the best way to make sure that you get the best clients in your business. One of the biggest problems that happens when people are building an online coaching business and they're trying to run ads, they're trying to create content, is that they think that everybody could be a great client for them, that everybody could be a great fit to work with them. And unfortunately, that's not true. As what you want to do is in your marketing, in your sales copy, in your offers, you want to repel the wrong people. You want to make sure that it not only attracts the right people, because that's important to do, but that it looks to be the thing that like they do not want if it's the wrong person, that it's very obviously not made for them. And so when we're just starting out in our businesses, sometimes it can be a temptation to be like, well, I want to work with everybody. I want to be available to everybody. And unfortunately, that's not a great thing to do. I can tell you some of my worst business clients, and I've had some pretty bad ones. I have some really great ones too. They're incredible. The clients I work with every single day in our coaching group are just some of the most amazing people in the world. But I've also had some that are just not, like, I should have just said no. I should have said, it's probably not a good fit to work with me, because they were draining, they were demanding, they weren't teachable. They thought they knew better than what I was sharing as the expert. And all that to say, it was just not worth even the dollars that they paid. And so realize that in your coaching business, part of niching down is making sure that you are attracting the right people and repelling the wrong ones. And so that has to do with the words that you put in your ads. It has to do with the words that you put on your landing page, your sales copy. How do you say things? How are you communicating to people? And when you can do this the right way, it will make sure that you have the right people coming into your ecosystem. Now, here's one of the best ways to do that, okay? One of the things is that I will put at the top of my landing page, I'll actually write some sales copy out, and it will say, this is for coaches, course creators, trainers, mentors, thought leaders. And then I will even put, if you are in network marketing, e-commerce, just any of the other industries that usually come and want me to show them what to do, you're a SaaS product, this is probably not going to be a good fit for you to learn from. I ran a campaign once and I didn't put that on there, and I had so many real estate agents. And then check it out, they were disappointed because my content wasn't real estate focused. Well, I'm a real estate agent. You're teaching about coaches. Why are you doing that? Or I did this one thing, it was all for coaches, but I didn't specify that it was online, that it was for specifically online mentors and coaches. And so I had a bunch of people that were like, well, I want to do offline. I don't want to do anything on the internet. So now it's like, okay, this is for online mentors and coaches, people who want to use Facebook ads. They want to generate leads. They want to create a lead magnet. They want to know how to get hundreds of leads that then convert into clients. And by the way, if that's you, if you're somebody that wants to know how to use Facebook and Instagram ads to generate leads that actually turn into clients, you're a good fit for what I offer. You're a good fit for the things that I do. You can go check out a link below and try out my mentorship program for 14 days and see the difference that it makes, the community that we have. I've been doing this in this industry for over 22 years. I've been in the industry before most people even knew what online coaching was, and I've been doing this type of a thing. And so what I share isn't from theory, it comes from direct experience of working with thousands of coaches and mentors and course creators successfully to see what works and what doesn't. And so if you want to get the best clients, this is my number one thing that I share with people. You got to repel the wrong people and you got to attract the right people. Another great way to repel people is just by being yourself. I meet so often coaches and mentors trying to turn themselves into what they think their prospects want. Here's a great example of that. This video right here. It's not super polished. I'm in my car. I got like an overgrown beard a little bit. Some of my videos I got like a nice beard, and others is like this. My clients who watch me and follow me, like they don't see that as a reason to not trust me. I will tell you something. There's a whole demographic of people that are out there that literally how I look how I dress, the t-shirt that I'm filming in my self-driving car, the fact that I own a Tesla, whatever, whether you like Elon Musk or not, is irrelevant. They won't want to listen to me because of that. And so the fact that I even put those things in there, like I talk openly about the fact that I enjoy playing video games, that I have 2 kids, that I am not about the hustle culture, that I'm not about burnout and striving to get results in your business. And those things will either attract or repel people by you being honest. Okay? Let's talk about integrity here. Let's talk about being honest. The more honest you are and real and you're just you. You're not trying to put a persona or a facade together to get people to like you. The more you do that, the better results you are going to get in your business. You're just going to get better results overall. It's just going to work out better for you in the end. You are just going to have better clients. And, well, Jeremiah, what about making money? You're going to make way more money too. You're actually going to have way more of the right clients, the right people, not just anybody. And here's what I do, is I pay attention to what do my best clients, and I think about my best clients in 2 ways. They get the most results, and they stick with me the longest. They stick around because they're getting so much value from working with me. So from a financial standpoint, and from a business standpoint, and from a results standpoint, and from a testimonial standpoint, what do those people have in common? I go into what's called pattern recognition mode. I'm recognizing the pattern of what all of those people have in common with each other, and then letting that determine, okay, those are the people that I want to work with. Those are the people that I want to attract in my business. And so then I gear and I structure and I design all the stuff that I do in my business around those things. Around those exact things. What are the things that are determining if somebody is a good fit to work with me? Is if they get the most results, and I'm gonna be straight up here, if they're spending money with me. Because listen, I got a lot of people, they watch my YouTube. I got a lot of people who watch my content. They're great people. I love you. But if you're not becoming a client of mine, I'm not going to be necessarily gearing or designing my stuff in a way that is probably going to help you as much. I'm only focused on those that produce an economic, financial result for my business, and that I get the most results for. And when those 2 things come into alignment, those are the most important parts. What makes me the most money and gets them that are giving me the money the most result. And I marry those together. And that's what I think is the highest level of integrity way to do things and the most profitable. Okay? So, like, put blinders on of anything that is outside of the range or the realm of what those things are. Just put absolute blinders on completely. Stop paying attention to anything that is going to distract you from working with the right people, from connecting with those right people, from really meeting, okay, who are those people that I am meant to work with, that I am meant to have in my space, that are supposed to be in my ecosystem, that are going to become my best clients. And when you can do this, you will make far more money in your business than you ever thought possible. You will spend far less time trying to. I can look back at the times when I wasn't doing this, when I was trying to validate myself to people, when I was way too concerned about trying to make sure I said everything right, and that by doing all the right stuff that would produce clients, and it didn't. It didn't get me the results that I wanted. It didn't make me the kind of money that I wanted to make. It actually lost me more money in the end. It actually produced far greater problems for me overall in my business, in my growth, and in what I was trying to accomplish by trying to control that aspect of it. And so what I do is I am not necessarily trying to control that aspect of it. I am working to make sure that, okay, the right people, I'm going to attract them, but I'm also going to simultaneously repel the ones who are not a good fit. Do this, it will work. Follow what I share, and you will get results. I can't wait to hear what happens for you in your business when you apply this and when you start doing what I'm saying. We'll talk soon, everybody. Have a good one.